Hello. This is I'm getting well, first of all let me say Grand Rising. And if I just got off the phone with brother Salim Muhammad, the secretary of the NOI. You know, it was a very interesting conversation. Let me, if any of you have ever interacted with the Nation of Islam, they're a serious bunch. They, they're a serious bunch of people. And this brother, oh, let me just say this first. I called him. He actually picked up the phone, called the office, called the secretary, well, his secretary. I said, I need to speak to someone. I would like to speak to the Minister Farrakhan. You can't do that, sir. What can we help you with? I understand. I'm sure the minister's very busy. I'm sure he's busy. He introduces himself. I introduce myself. And I said, he asked, what can I help you with? I said, I'm the Black Messiah. Without any hesitation, he says, okay, what can I help you with? Yeah. I said, I think I can prove it. I said, is there any way I can send you something, some information? I said, what's your name? I gave him my name. He asked me a few other little details. He goes, okay, you don't have to introduce yourself to anyone. If you're the Black Messiah, everyone will see it. They'll see it through your works. Is there anything else I can help you with? I said, listen, I initially took that as though I was being brushed off. My ego got involved. But I had to go back to when the times I have interacted with the NOI. They're a serious bunch. They're serious. And I got a reality check. You're not going to just walk up to the secretary talking about you the Black Messiah. You know, he says, if you're really the Black Messiah, you don't have to talk to anyone. We'll see you. We'll see you by your works. I said, like I said before, I let my ego almost get the best of me. I said, look, I know when I'm being brushed off. He says, I'm not brushing you off. He gave me a quote that either the prophet has said or Farrakhan has said. He said, when he comes, we'll know him by his works. I said, you know what? I'm going to accept that. I'm going to accept that. I'm going to keep my ego out of this. You know, people, I've been getting that this whole time. This whole time. Just like that. First, let me also add to this. He's right. I said before previously, I can't just be a name only. Y'all want to see some work? I'll show you some work. I'm gonna do it. Let me do it. See, I don't expect a whole lot of a whole lot of admiration. There was when let me tell you a story. And when you hear this, it's either gonna make you laugh or it's gonna make you cry. When I first came into my power, I started saying, oh, wait a minute. I'm who? See, I used to ignore the signs. When you get that calling, sometimes you may think, nah, not me. No, 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 no. I got a good life here. We won't be doing any of that. We won't be doing that. I'm talking about picking up the mantle. Then I went through the process. I started stepping into my power. I really started stepping into my power, and I started to accept it. I started accepting it, and things just started opening up for me. Started getting the downloads. I started getting all that. See, you people think this is just talk. I'm talking about from the spirit. From the spirit. You see, that was the second time I got a response like that. Let me tell you what the first time. I literally went down to the White House. It's a true story. I went down to the White House. Walked down there as close as I could get to that White House. They got the whole thing barricaded off. You're just not going to walk up to the front door. You're not doing it. You can't even get on the lawn. So they got the gates set up. They got the officers there. I walked down there and said, look, I walked up to the gate and said, look, I want to speak to the president. I'm God. Looked me up and down, made sure I didn't have any weapons on me. Looked me in my eye. I said it with a straight face. He said, sir, this is America. You're free to believe anything you want to believe. Yeah, just like that. I said, look, you mean to tell me, we talking, you mean to tell me if Jesus Christ came down out of the sky, and said, take me to the leader, take me to the president. Y'all don't have anyone to meet him or greet him? He says, no. Wait a minute. What if an alien came down and says, look, I'm from the nebula, the Osiris system, or whatever? You don't have anyone to come meet that person or that alien? You don't even interrogate them? He says, no. This isn't the place for that. We don't do that. I said, this is unbelievable. You know, people, you you better understand where the hell we're at. If Jesus Christ came down here and said, "Let me speak to the president," they would either shoo him away or put him in a straitjacket. Yeah. They would shoo him away or put him in a straitjacket. Now look, just so we're clear, I walked away from there thinking to myself, this is a godless country. It's a godless country. Not even that. Do you know how many dollars that this government puts into looking for communication out in space? Wouldn't it be more fathomable that an alien would come down here and ask to speak to someone? So if he came down here and did it the proper way, just walked up to the White House and said he's an alien, you don't even have anyone to greet him or even interrogate him to see if he is crazy. Yeah. No, they don't have that. They don't have that. You see, I wasn't surprised that Brother Salim from the Nation of Islam even did that. I understand. I understand. They're not looking for no black Messiah. They're not looking for him. The same way the White House not looking for Jesus or an alien. They don't want to see that. Keep everything the way it was. You know, I honestly don't think Farrakhan would have did that. I really don't. I might be wrong. You know, I saw a speech that that the minister did. I think it was the not the Million Man March. It was the something about the atonement. And he started doing something with the numbers. He started doing the mathematics. He started doing the mathematics on Washington, D.C., the length from the earth to the sun to the moon. He started breaking it down. See, when I first started, got my introduction with those brothers, you know, that's what got my attention. They know the mathematics. I used to love that about them. I love numbers. So when I saw that, you know, that's what got my attention with them initially. But Farrakhan, I would like to think he would at least would want to hear or see what I had to say. His brother didn't want to see that. I said, "No, we'll see." He said, "Okay, is that it? I'll get back to my duties." I said, "You know what? I understand, sir. No. If anyone watching this, that's the type of stuff I'm getting. I get it. So look, this is gonna be a spiritual movement, because moving within this flesh, moving down here in this 3D stuff, it's not gonna get you anywhere. It's not going to get you anywhere. You know, these are people in power. He don't have anyone he could have directed me to. He said, "No, he didn't want to hear that." I said, "We'll see you through the word." You know, the crazy part is, He's going to see me. We had this brother on the phone, and we just let him go just like that. Let him go just like that. Got it. Brother, challenge accepted.